Yeah, today, so welcome to another episode of my podcast. And today I decided to change venues. Well, basically, I got kicked out from where I normally do my videos, so I'm sitting in the garden today. Yeah, but hey, don't forget, subscribe, always devil in the detail, and we'll bring you more. So today I'm doing a myriad of things. Both I haven't done a lot of Manchester United stuff, so today I'll do Manchester United and mix it with other things, you know. And I guess the big conversation at the moment for all Manchester United fans is that, the news that there's a narrow down between Benjamin Sesko of RP Leipzig and Ollie Watkins. And I've had people ask me where I stand, purely as a Manchester United fan. I think, look, Manchester United find itself at a crossroads where, as a team in flux, you are looking for players who can come in and perform immediately. And the striking position is one that the team at the moment cannot afford to get wrong. So we can decide to do the case for and the case against. So what's the case for Ollie Watkins? He's nearing 30 years old, Premier League proven, has scored consistently. Well, I'm looking at his numbers. Basically can give you 15 goals, and he's done that for Aston Villa with a myriad of assists. He can do double figures in goals, he can do double figures in assists easily. Understands the nuances of the league, has done a job. Problem for him, price tag. A lot of people Manchester United seems to hold him around the 40 million, 45 million pound mark. Aston Villa would definitely want more, considering the fact that if you look at somebody like Emiliano Martinez, the goalkeeper that Manchester United wanted to bring in on loan, they said 40 million. Now, this is their primary goal scorer, so obviously you're going to think they're going to want more for him. The considerations for Manchester United then is, do we spend 50 million, 60 million plus on a player who, apart from the fact that it will bring us immediate returns, perhaps we will not be able to sell on? Do we invest all that money? And it's not just the transfer fee, it's in wages as well. Ollie Watkins will earn a lot of money. So when you're doing the calculations, always put the two together. The significant outlay in wages, and then the significant outlay in the transfer figure as well. And then his understanding of the system. Then you look at Benjamin Sesko, a player who has high potential. He's 23 years old. And I think that he comes in a bit more nuanced around the European game than we had with Rasmus Højlund when he came in, who had one decent season, not even an excellent season, one decent season at Atlanta. Benjamin Sesko has played decently for RP Leipzig. He hasn't exploded. He's had moments, but at least he has shown that he has capacity to perform when put in the right environment. He's also going to cost 60 plus if indeed he is to depart from RP Leipzig. The advantages for him, if I look at his numbers, 27, 20, 20 plus 18 goals contributions in the last 4 seasons. He scored 16 goals for Slovenia in 41 appearances. Obviously somebody who knows how to put the ball at the back of the net. But then again, how does he translate coming in from the Bundesliga to the English Premier League, which has always proven to be a problem? The only one we've seen really come in and score those kind of goals is Erling Haaland when he came in from Borussia Dortmund. Is Sesko that kind of striker? He hasn't shown it yet, but there is belief that if you put him in the right environment, he will thrive. And for me, look, there's no wrong selection with this one. I think that if Sesko does come, Sesko comes into an environment that is very different from what Rasmus Højlund came in. So the risk is not as much. There's an established system. If you look at how he plays at RP Leipzig, he likes to drop in deep, pick up the ball. But if you look at the way Manchester United is set up at the moment, he will not have to do that kind of job. He would have to stay up front. He's big, he's physical, he's fast. Tends to take a lot of shots from a lot of weird positions because he has a good shot. So that is one weak aspect of his game, but definitely brings energy, definitely can press from the front. And if it doesn't work out, you can still sell him again because he's 23 years old and recoup some of the money. Also, if the team does improve, then at least you have a lifetime striker for at least maybe 5 or 6 years who can close the gap on the big four for the team, and then also help the team to get to the next step, which is if it does qualify for the Champions League. Ollie Watkins is what some are looking at as a bridge player. So basically, you bring him in for 2 years to do a job so that we can close the gap between Arsenal, Liverpool, Manchester City, Newcastle, Aston Villa, and the rest. And then once that job is done, you bring in another player. But the issue is who will be available at that time. You understand? And so I can see where the questions are coming from. And but I think it's a good spot for United to be in. And I think either one will not be wrong. Again, like I said, Højlund was a big mistake in the sense that the environment that he came to was wrong. And he hasn't been able to build on that. The Sesko one is different. I think that he comes into an environment that is a bit better, a setup that will play to his strengths. Ollie Watkins as well, apart from the fact that, if United decide to close their eyes and say, look, we just need somebody who brings immediate goals, we don't care how much it costs, Ollie Watkins is the guy. So for me, that is how I look at it. There is really no wrong answer when it comes to the question of, do we bring in Sesko or do we bring in Ollie Watkins? What I do hope that United does do is bring in another goalkeeper. And I already mentioned Emiliano Martinez having been mentioned. I would have preferred an experienced goalkeeper coming in. I've seen the questions about, the enthusiasm, the excitement about the goalkeeper from Belgium, Lamens. Obviously talented. Who wouldn't want a talented young goalkeeper? But again, United finds itself in a position where the goalkeeping position is one that, of all the risks that can be taken, it is the one position that United cannot risk. It requires an experienced, steady hand, somebody who knows what he's doing, somebody who brings organization and confidence to that backline, because United still concedes a lot of high quality shots. That means that the defense is not yet in the best of places, and so there's a lot of work to be done. And for me, I think, look, if Jan Oblak were available, I would say Manchester United, don't even chase a striker, go and spend all the money on, say, a Jan Oblak. When a goalkeeper is 32, 33, he can still give you 5 years. Okay, goalkeepers are not like outfield players. So I hear the conversation about the potential of Lamens, but I hope United do find an experienced goalkeeper who can come in and give Onana some solid competition and perhaps even take over. I do not think that Onana's technical skill set suits Manchester United. Onana might end up always being best suited for a well-structured team that requires good build-up. He's never going to be the kind of goalkeeper for a team that concedes a high volume of shots. He's not a proper shot stopper. So that for me is the one key area.